Have you ever felt like you're wearing a mask, hiding your true self from the world? Imagine the freedom of finally taking it off, embracing every unique part of who you are. This video dives deep into the incredible journey of autistic self-discovery, showing the immense power that comes with authentic expression. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Michelle. I'm an autistic woman raising 3 autistic kids with my ADHD husband. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and tap that notification bell. It really helps the channel and our community grow. Unmasking, the power of autistic expression. Many autistic people learn that the world doesn't always accept difference. We're taught sometimes directly and sometimes quietly that to be accepted we have to act in a certain way. That means forcing eye contact even when it feels uncomfortable, copying other people's mannerisms, and holding back natural stims like hand flapping or rocking. Masking is often associated with neurodivergence, especially for autistic people or those with ADHD. It's a way of blending in, of appearing more neurotypical, so we can fit into a world that doesn't always make space for our differences. But here's the thing, anyone can mask to some degree. We all sometimes pretend to be okay when we're not, or act more cheerful than we feel. And there are many reasons people do it. What masking can look like? Well, masking can take many forms, and most of them are things we do to protect ourselves or make others feel comfortable. Sometimes it means suppressing negative emotions, like sadness, anger, or frustration. You might be having a terrible day, but still smile and say, "I'm fine," because you don't want to be a burden to anyone or seem dramatic. Or maybe you've learned to hold back tears, even when you desperately want to cry. Other times masking means faking positive emotions, smiling or laughing when you don't feel like it. This can be especially common in customer service jobs, at family gatherings, or any situation where people expect you to be cheerful and upbeat. And sometimes masking means showing no emotion at all. You might keep a straight face in a difficult meeting or during an argument, even when you're upset, confused, or overwhelmed. That's a form of emotional masking too, keeping everything inside to avoid showing vulnerability. It can even extend to behaviours. For example, someone who naturally fidgets might try to sit still because they're worried others will see it as weird. Or someone who stims to self-regulate might clench their hands or hide their movements so they don't stand out. Basically, if you're forcing yourself to behave, speak, or react in a way that doesn't come naturally, well, that's masking. Why we do it. Most of us mask out of fear of being seen as different, awkward, weak, or unstable. We worry that if people saw the real us, the unfiltered, raw version, they might reject us, misunderstand us, or even treat us differently. And honestly, that fear isn't unfounded. Many autistic people have faced ridicule, rejection, or criticism for just being themselves. So masking becomes a kind of armor, a way to move through the world safely. But it does come with a cost. Keeping that mask on for too long drains your energy, erodes your self-esteem, and can eventually lead to burnout. You start to forget where the mask ends and you begin, shedding the expectations. There comes a point when the mask becomes too heavy to carry. You realize you've spent so long pretending that you don't even know what being yourself feels like. Unmasking begins with self-acceptance, acknowledging that your natural way of being is valid. It's not easy, it's scary, and it's vulnerable. For years you've hidden parts of yourself to stay safe or to be liked, and suddenly you're showing them to the world. That might mean stimming in public, being honest about your sensory needs, or expressing yourself in a way that feels right to you. And unfortunately, it might mean losing people who can't handle it, when people don't accept the unmasked you. Now here's the part that's really hard. Not everyone will accept the unmasked version of you, and that can be devastating. It's easy to say, well, if they don't accept you, let them go. But that's not always realistic, because sometimes the people who struggle to accept the real you are the people you love. Family, close friends, or even a partner. They might have loved the version of you that played along, the one who laughed at their jokes, kept quiet to keep the peace, or acted normal. When you start showing your authentic self, it can unsettle them. And when I say normal, I mean their version of normal. They might think you've changed, when in reality you're just becoming who you truly are. But pretending forever isn't an option. When you live behind a mask for too long, something's got to give. The exhaustion catches up, the cracks start to show, and one day you realise that keeping everyone else comfortable means sacrificing your own peace. And it hurts when people you care about don't understand or accept your unmasked self. It can feel like grief, losing both relationships and parts of your old identity. But here's the thing, you deserve to be loved for who you are, not who you pretend to be. And the people who stay, who see you, support you, and celebrate you, those are your people. The spectrum of autistic expression. Unmasking looks different for everyone. Autistic expression is beautifully diverse. It can show up in art, creativity, movement, or communication. For me, unmasking looks like this. I stim freely, even in public. When I get excited, I jump up and down and I clap my hands. You'll see me do this in the toy aisle when I spot a new doll that I like. And yes, I am 46 and I still absolutely love Monster High dolls. I use stim toys when I talk to people, and I sway when I'm queuing at the checkout. I use echolalia, that's repeating words or phrases that bring me comfort, or using quotes from movies and TV shows to express how I feel. And when I feel uncomfortable in my skin, I flap my hands. I don't hide it anymore. If I need to do it, I do it, because these aren't things to be ashamed of. They're a part of how I communicate and regulate. They're a part of who I am. Reclaiming your narrative. Unmasking isn't about rebellion, it's about reclamation. It's saying, this is me and that's okay. It's about finding your voice, setting boundaries, and living a life that feels right for you. That might mean saying no more often, being honest when you're overwhelmed, or surrounding yourself with people who make you feel safe to be real. When you stop living for other people's comfort, you start discovering who you truly are underneath all that performance. And that's where real peace begins. The future is autistic. That sounds really dramatic. When autistic people unmask, it doesn't just change our own lives, it changes the world. Now just bear with me here, because when one person shows up authentically, it gives others permission to do the same. Unmasking improves mental health, builds stronger connections, and helps create a culture that values honesty and diversity over perfection. It challenges the idea that there's only one right way to exist. So when I say the future is autistic, that's something to be proud of. A future where difference is celebrated, not hidden. Where authenticity is strength, not something to be corrected. Unmasking isn't about rejecting the person that you were. It's about returning to who you've always been. It's a journey of self-acceptance, healing, and courage. So if you're unmasking or even just thinking about it, know this, you are not alone. Every time you choose authenticity over comfort, you're helping build a world where being different is not just accepted, it's celebrated. Thank you so much for watching, and if this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and tap that notification bell, and share it with someone who might need to hear this today. And remember, you're not too much, you're not too sensitive or too different. You are exactly who you're meant to be.